A growing conversation is taking place across the Catholic world, and it centers on a name that many faithful already know and love: Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle. His name is now gaining wider attention not only in religious circles, but also in global discussions about the future leadership of the Catholic Church. In prediction markets and commentary forums, Cardinal Tagle's chances of becoming the next pope have seen a remarkable rise. While these markets are unofficial and speculative, they offer a glimpse into the shifting perceptions and growing interest in Cardinal Tagle as a potential leader of the global church. Cardinal Tagle's appeal is not new, but the recent surge in support signals something deeper. It reflects a hunger among Catholics for a leader who embodies compassion, humility, and deep pastoral care. He is widely known for his gentle communication style and his commitment to the marginalized. These qualities have led many observers to view him as a figure who could carry forward the legacy of Pope Francis, while also offering a fresh and culturally sensitive approach to church leadership. In prediction platforms where analysts and followers speculate on the future pope, Cardinal Tagle has seen his numbers climb significantly. At one point, he approached or even surpassed other prominent candidates, such as Italian Cardinal Pietro Parolin. While Cardinal Parolin continues to be seen as a strong contender due to his long-standing diplomatic and administrative experience as the Vatican Secretary of State, Cardinal Tagle's rise is notable. His background, ministry, and global resonance have made him a serious figure of interest. Born in the Philippines, a country with one of the largest Catholic populations in the world, Cardinal Tagle brings with him the richness of a faith deeply woven into the everyday life of his people. His experience as the Archbishop of Manila and later his work in the Roman Curia have helped shape his vision. What sets him apart is his rootedness in pastoral life. He speaks the language of everyday people, of families, of the poor, and of those who often feel unseen by institutional structures. Those who follow church developments closely see in him a bridge, a link between traditional church teachings and the modern world's need for empathy and inclusion. His service in Rome has expanded his international profile, but he has never lost the heart of a pastor. His homilies, often marked by storytelling and personal reflection, connect deeply with audiences. He does not lecture, he shares. He does not impose, he invites. This is one reason why so many are drawn to the possibility of his leadership. In today's digital age, where news spreads quickly and people from across the globe can participate in conversations about church leadership, Cardinal Tagle's name has sparked hope. On social media platforms and Catholic discussion boards, his growing popularity is evident. One tracking platform recently showed him at approximately 32%, narrowing the gap with Cardinal Parolin, who maintained around 37%. Again, these numbers are not official and do not reflect the votes of cardinals, but they do show something important: the attention and affection of the faithful. These shifts in prediction markets do not mean that Tagle is favored by the cardinals or that the decision is leaning in a certain direction. The papal conclave, when it takes place, will remain a deeply spiritual and confidential process. No cameras, no reporters, no social media. Just cardinals from around the world praying, discerning and voting until one man receives the 2/3 majority required to become pope. That number is around 90 votes. It is a serious and sacred process, guided by tradition and the Holy Spirit. Still, the fact that Cardinal Tagle is being discussed with such intensity outside the conclave walls suggests something about the current mood of the Church. Many Catholics are longing for a leader who is approachable, who listens, and who can speak to the younger generation and the wider world in a way that feels genuine. Cardinal Tagle, with his warm smile and kind presence, seems to reflect that longing. His pastoral priorities are well known. He often emphasizes mercy over judgment, listening over preaching, and service over authority. He believes in the power of dialogue and has consistently encouraged the Church to reach out to those on the margins. Whether it's in his reflections on poverty, family life, or global crises, he speaks with a tone that combines spiritual depth with human understanding. The interest in Cardinal Tagle's leadership potential is not confined to Catholic circles. Secular news outlets have picked up on his rise in popularity. Publications like Newsweek, Axios, and the Philippine Star have all written about him. These articles often highlight his connection with Pope Francis's pastoral tone and his global reach, especially in the global south. In regions like Africa, Asia, and Latin America, where the Catholic Church is growing and vibrant, Tagle is seen not as a break from tradition, but as a continuation of the Church's truly universal nature. For many faithful, especially in the Philippines, Tagle's prominence is a source of pride. He is one of them. He understands their joys, struggles, and hopes. His leadership in the country has left a lasting impression. People remember his presence during disasters, his words of comfort during national tragedies, and his joyful participation in religious celebrations. He is not a distant figure of authority. He is a familiar and beloved voice. But admiration for Cardinal Tagle goes beyond nationality. It is rooted in the way he carries himself as a leader. He is often described as someone who walks with others, not ahead of them. His theology is rich, yet his words are simple. He brings the gospel into everyday life. Whether speaking to scholars, lay people, or young children, he communicates with clarity and love. Some critics have pointed out that Cardinal Tagle does not have the same level of administrative experience as other candidates. He has not led major departments in the Vatican for long periods. However, many argue that in today's Church, spiritual leadership and relational capacity are just as important as governance. The Pope is not just a manager. He is a shepherd, a teacher, and a witness of faith. In this light, Cardinal Tagle's strengths are especially relevant. His ability to inspire is also noteworthy. People often come away from his talks with a renewed sense of faith and hope. He speaks of God's mercy not as an abstract idea but as a living reality. His focus on compassion has touched many, particularly in a time when the Church is grappling with internal challenges and external criticisms. His vision invites people not just to follow rules, but to encounter Christ in their lives. The Church today is facing many complex issues, from declining mass attendance in some parts of the world to debates about doctrine, social issues, and the role of the laity. The need for strong and wise leadership is urgent. At the same time, there is a desire for a church that is more inclusive, more present in people's lives, and more connected to the real struggles of the modern world. In this landscape, Cardinal Tagle represents a voice that says, "The Church is here with you. You are seen, heard, and loved." While the future is uncertain and the final decision lies with the College of Cardinals, the attention on Cardinal Tagle speaks to something important. It reflects a hope that the next leader of the Church will be someone who not only understands doctrine, but also understands people. Someone who can uphold tradition while embracing the challenges and opportunities of today's world. Someone who can guide the Church not just with knowledge but with heart. As discussions continue, many Catholics around the world are watching, praying, and reflecting. They know that the choice of a pope is more than a news event. It is a spiritual moment that will shape the Church's direction for years to come. And in this moment, the name of Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle shines brightly, not because of ambition, but because of the light he already brings to so many. In summary, Cardinal Tagle's growing presence in global discussions about the papacy is a sign of his deep resonance with the Catholic faithful. His life, ministry, and message reflect a church that listens, serves, and walks with the people. As the world watches and waits, the attention he receives may not determine the outcome of the conclave, but it does show that many believe in his ability to lead with faith, humility, and love.